Put on your seatbelt. We're going for a ride in your high-performance Tennis Treasures vehicle. Hello. Today we're talking about your priorities and your cost-cutting opportunities. And there's a caveat. We're also going to talk about something very important to you and your family. The most secure tennis camp you could ever ask for. Hi, I'm Rich Jackson, Coach RJ, and welcome to Tennis Treasures, the place where your tennis dream becomes your tennis reality. In this case, it's the place where your safety and security are the utmost importance. Let's be honest with ourselves at this time. Our society is experiencing the 3 L's: location, location, location. This doesn't mean ocean views and nearby coffee shops. It means knowing you won't need a tactical escape plan while practicing your forehand and backhand drills. That's funny, but not funny. That's the one reason we're flipping the script on these additional tennis camps. It's really a second reason. Here's the point. What if you could train like a high-performance athlete, but without the anxiety of being in a foreign environment? What if you could avoid travel and all the chaos that goes with it? As well as what? Overpriced foods and drinks and protein shakes, and still leaping forward above your rivals. This is our goal. Welcome to Tennis Treasures. It's a 6-month intensive training program, and by the way, the price is 1/10 the cost of your conventional tennis camp. Also, the tennis wisdom we bring to you, that we share with you, is 10 times more in-depth than the conventional tennis camps, and the best part is that it's delivered straight to your doorstep. So, what do you receive when you take the Tennis Treasures training program? Well, for starters, we send you our full color training manual. Yes, real paper, real book, as well as an ebook if you wish to have one. It comes free. And just for reaching out to us, we have something special. We will give you a sample of our Tennis Treasures Golden class. In other words, we will show you what it's like to be in the Tennis Treasures Golden Training Program. In other words, you get a trial run. So what I'm saying is we will give you a one-on-one tennis class in chess tennis. And it's our basic Tennis Treasure training program. This is Chapter 4. So smart tennis is far more mentally important now than people realize, and we specialize in that. This is the beginning of our mastering the 6 key chapters in your golden, and that makes you golden. So now, let's talk about that. It's the beginning of unleashing more and more powerful tools at your disposal. That's winning more matches, that's working less, and that's also shortening the time you're on the court. However, this chapter is extremely important, Chapter 4. Why? Because its history stems back to Arthur Ashe winning Wimbledon against Jimmy Connors in 1975. Arthur had lost to Jimmy Connors 6 times prior to that experience and never even won a set. However, after Arthur and his team used this same process, along with Arthur having these tremendous skills to adjust to changing his playing style, and using his mental strength, he was able to use chess tennis to win against Jimmy Connors in 4 sets, 6-1, 6-1, 5-7, 7-5. This is the first of 6 key chapters. This chapter does not include all the different strategies and tactics and formulas. It does not include using secret weapons, which you're not familiar with, I don't think. It does not include changing gears. It does not include what we call setting traps for your opponent. This is the warm-up chapter to the others. In addition, secrets of winning matches more quickly is Chapter 5, the next chapter. However, it's more important to realize we cannot share all this information using the traditional 2-week training program. That's other camps, they do that kind of thing. To learn all this information, we need time. This is why instead of 2 weeks of training, which will cost you approximately $5,000, we give you 26 wonderful and brilliant weeks of covert, specialized, unique military-type training for the same cost. This is how we take you through what we call a metamorphosis. This is how you leapfrog 6 levels above your constituents. This is how you grow exponentially. That's our world. That's your world now if you become a member. So you ask what's included in the Tennis Treasures training program. We'll continue. We train you on how the top pros of the world are making millions of dollars playing tennis. We also go over together all the 12 chapters we call the Rock. We also focus on making sure you master 6 key chapters within the Rock, which are chapters 4, chapter 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We also simultaneously watch tennis videos together, so you are trained to see what the money-making top pros are doing correctly, and sometimes not so correctly. Tennis Treasures training program is like no other training program in the world. Why can we say this? We train you as though you're participating in a military operation in each match. In other words, we will train you into multiple tactics, multiple strategies, several formulas. We also train you on how to use secret weapons. And together we will create 4 secret weapons unique for your skill set. We also insist that you memorize specific strategy codes. Why? So that your inner circle can yell suggestions to you during the critical junctures within the match versus the cheerleading approach. Once you have finished the 6-month program, you are now officially what we call golden. You have completed our official golden package program, which in turn represents that you now have what we refer to as an honorary master's degree in tennis science. We actually mail you a master's degree. How long does it take for you to go through this whole process? Like we said, to get the master's degree, etc., 26 weeks, equivalent to 6 months of high-performance, unique training that allows you to play smarter versus harder. We at Tennis Treasures have a purpose, and that purpose is to take away your heavy lifting. This is why we can say you will experience a metamorphosis. Again, this is a 26-week program at 1/10 the cost of the traditional boot camps. Of course, we want you to train in a secure environment. Also, we support you actually by giving you homework, bi-weekly assignments, and we grade you on each homework assignment actually. So in conclusion, let's wrap this up. You want to keep leapfrogging ahead of your rivals. And if you want to enjoy high-performance training from the comfort of your home, sleeping in your own bed, or if you want to get the 26 weeks performance training versus the 2 weeks of boot camp training, then come on down. If you want to learn 10 times more tennis wisdom than conventional tennis camps, here we are. Don't forget the old adage, money saved is money earned. That equates to 1/10 the cost of your average tennis boot camp. And let me explain this in a different way. After 26 weeks of TT training, you could call it, your cost averages out to under less than $200 per week. And again, this is for 20 weeks, 26 weeks. Now, if you want to see and know the hidden secrets of how the top pros are making millions of dollars, or if security concern is of importance to you, then consider Tennis Treasures, the tennis millionaire. Let's keep things simple, safe, and secure. Let's err on the side of what they call caution. Visit us at tennistreasures.org and request your free class on chess tennis. We will respond fast to help solve your tennis needs. Tennistreasures.org. We are on standby for you.